How are we, my loves? Are we well? Are we well? Let's get up to speed. Oh my goodness me, oh dear. I never turn the volume down on this before I start. So let's get rid of that and let's get into that. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. How do I do that? Get rid of that. That one's going as well. Let's get rid of that. Nothing like being prepared. Oh, let's do that. Right, now, how are we? We've got American Smooth today. Beautifully. Let's do that. Brilliant. Right. So, I'm very excited about this. We're going to continue on with the... just checking the live chat, you know how I love to. We're going to carry on with a little bit of thing we put together the other day. We'll go over it and then we'll add a little bit on the end. Now, you know American Smooth is part open and part in hold. And what we're going to do is we started this little thing the other day, last time we did this. Open. And we're going to do something in a second that gets us back into hold for a little bit. Before we start though, I'd like to say morning to anybody who's joining us for the first time. I always forget to do that, I do apologise. It's lovely to have you along. I hope you're going to enjoy the class. We're doing American Smooth. And get involved with the chat, it's great. You've got, well, there's a whole list of people there who do just brilliant. And everybody's lovely and it's wonderful and I love it. I think we should all have tea or something, it's great. Could bring cake. So we're going to do this. Let's just go over the first bit very briefly, then you can see how it flows into the next bit. So we're going to start with our right foot. We're side by side, so we're both doing the same thing. So we're going to go step, tap, tap. And then we're going to move across here. So we go forward, side, forward. So that's, I say forward, but it's moving to the side. So I go step, and step, and as I do that last step there, I'm going to sweep the leg across the body and repeat over there. I sweep the leg across the body, repeat over there. And on this last one here, rather than go carry on as I am, I'm going to turn backwards. Always is tricky. Step, 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 side. Now you can do as many turns as you like, really, it's up to you. How far have we got here? Let me just check the distance. Let's have a look. How we're doing for distance, that we can get, how far can I move so you can still see me? Or I can get to the end of the sofa there, here like this, and I can get all the way back across to about here. That should be about all right. Yes, good, okay, good. Right, let's do that, let's do that, lovely, let's do that, let's do that, let's do that, lovely. Right, okay, good, we're up to speed. So let's just go over that very briefly one more time. So we go step, tap, step, tap. 1 and 2, and we're going to swish the arm as well. 2 and the arm goes as well. Last one this way here. The arm goes as well. Then we do a backward turn and turn, turn, turn. You don't have to do as much turn as that. You can do just a half, well, 1 turn essentially. I think I end up doing 2 turns. You don't have to do that. Get the idea? Good. Now we've done that. We'll do it again, but we've done that for now. So as I've come out of my turn, I get to this position here. What I'd like you to do, I'd like you to go into a little lunge step, like a cross lunge here. Now the lady's going to be on my right hand side, so I'm going to keep her on my right hand side. So girls, as you've done your last swish here, and you do your turn here, as you step onto this side foot here, this right foot here, step to the side, and then do a little step across yourself. I'll shuffle back so you can see it. So you step across yourself and do a check. And this is a little sort of check and back. And as you do that, this arm goes out this way, this arm goes out this way. This is your flourishing arm. Wave at the audience. This is your arm the man's going to catch. So as the girls go, last one of these, and then she does a little turn here, steps onto the foot, and then she goes here, and the man's got her arm, hand. And then he pulls her back across. She's going to turn again. She's going to go turn, turn, turn to face it. A lot of turn. I know. It's lovely, a lot of turn. You can, in actual fact, just go 1, 2, step, side, close. and then, because I need your right foot available to step backwards. You can do that if the turn's too much, and we can build up the turn. So we'll spend a bit of time doing turns and spins, and we can develop the technique of those, so you can build up to it. But at the moment, if it's too much, just go half a turn, and then go side close, side close. So my right foot is available. Comprendez-vous? One more time. So just from the end. So here I swish across here. Oh God, just look at that lovely arm and shoulder. And as I step on here, I step backwards and turn, turn, turn. I'll just do this much turn for the moment. I step to the side. I do a little check here, and then I come back. I'll do it without a turn, side, close, and then I'm ready to go backwards here. Does that make the sense? Let me know if that makes the sense. Are we doing heavy turn, Frankie? If it's too much, as I say, do the side turn, do the side step. Lovely armography, Em. Thanks, darling. Sheila, morning, my love. It is side, and yes, it is side by side. This is side by side. Yes, Frankie, it is side by side. We're all side by side. I invariably, whenever I'm dancing side by side, I always have the lady just a hair in front, just here. I never get to a situation really, unless it's absolutely the choreography, where the lady I find is behind me. I like the lady to be just a breath, not even side by side, just a breath in front of me, here, just here, because I want to be able to see them out of my peripheral vision. So, and also if I feel like I've lost her, and invariably I'm going to be grabbing hold of her in a second at something. I might be even gearing up to a lift. Now, I need to be able to see them all the time, and also it helps with our timing. If I can see the lady, then we can have strong timing together. So maybe that's just me, I don't know. But I always feel slightly more comfortable. So I'll have the lady on the side. When we come out of here, this position here, we do the little turn, just one turn for the time being. Now the fact that she's just here, even if I just go to the side and slightly back with my right foot, here, now she's here. Now I can see everything, I grab hold of her hand, she comes back in. Now what I'm doing as a man is this. I'm literally just going to go side, close, side. Side, close. Because I want my left foot available. So what we have our foot change. So we're on the same foot. And what we need to be is on the opposite feet. So to start the bit that's in hold. So one of us has to do a foot change. That invariably means you do more steps than the other person or fewer steps than the other person. You choose. I always go for the lesser of two evils. I go for the fewer steps invariably. Otherwise I end up looking like this and yum dum bum bum. And I don't think that's necessary, quite frankly. So I'm going to go step and step, close and then off. Certainly if she's slipping across the front of me and doing all this wonderfulness here, it's not necessary I'm going it makes me look like I've had a nasty incident. So I like just to be a bit calmer, sort of frame her like this. I put her in, I let her go, she comes and I do something gorgeous and lovely with the arms and go, oh look at my lady, isn't she magnificent, and I gather her up at the end and off we go into a forearm position. So I like to consider that being a good partner. Some people might say just doing fewer steps. So let's go from the top and add all that together. So we're going to go step, tap, and obviously when I do this step, tap, we're going to put some style into it. Step, tap, and I just pop the shoulder, Cassie. Step, tap, forward, across, there, swish. 1, 2, 3, swish. You don't have to do all this many of these, you can just do one if you want to. And turn, we've got a lot of turn there. Step to the side, I gather her in, I'm just going to do the man steps now. Side, close, I'll do that again with the lady step, step here, 1, 2, 3, and then here. Or step there, 1, 2, 3, here. Now you'll probably find if you're dancing to music that's quite brisk, if we ever leave the house and we're able to do to music, if you're doing quite brisk music, you'll probably find that the side close is preferable anyway. But if the music's a little slower, something a little more gentle, then you can pop the turns in, marvellous. Or if you're just a speedy turner, whiz it in, I'm happy for that. Anything you like, it's your dance. to do with what you will. How are you feeling about that? Loving this, thank you, Lauren. As a professional dance, he would have to be considerate of his partner, says Claire. I know you can read this, but I like to read it out as well. Yeah, I think it's important, especially for me, whenever you're dancing, well, for me, whenever I'm dancing with a partner and I let her go of her, I like to be able to be aware of where she is. I can't stand all this sort of dancing around, ladies over here and I'm over here. Unless you're doing something where you're going away from each other to come back in. If you're just doing the whole thing, it's all a bit, and I'm sort of out expressing her, it's all a bit, ugh. I like it to be danced together, personally. So I like the lady just to be where I can keep my eye on her. And then I can feel that we're dancing together. That's just me. So, we'll do it one more time, and I'm going to add the next bit in. Comprendez-vous? So, we're going to go 1, 2, 2, 2. We'll just do one of these for the time being. So I'm just going to swish here. Now I'm going to go straight into the turn. And you can do the turn here. Step to the side. I get hold of her hand. She goes out. I'm doing man now. She comes in. There. I'm now on my left foot available. I'm going to do a thing called a fall away, which goes step, side, back. Yes? One more time for the boys. Step, side, back. Now for the girls, you're going to be in this position here, where you're in front of the man, with your right foot available, and you're going to go back, back, back. So we start in closed position, we finish in promenade position, moving backwards. So you go 1, 2, 3. You can turn your head to the right as well, ladies, if you so wish. You can leave it left if you want, it's up to you. On the head position in this. Options, is always options. One more time, I go 1, 2, 3, she turns, I gather her up, left foot available, forward, side, back. Ladies, I do the turn, 1, 2, ri, da, di, back, back, back. You probably can't see me now because I'm tucked behind the sofa. But I do this time without the turn, step, and 1, 2, 3, step, step, step. Get the idea? That's the fall away. Now, with that fall away, I don't really want to go back into proper sort of classic ballroom hold in that. It's a very open, loose hold. The ladies come. I mean, even if you wanted to keep hold of the lady through this part here, she goes into this part here, and then as she turns in, you gather her up with your hand, and then you're away. You're in hold already with the hand, and that's enough hold. So, ladies, if you want to feel, sometimes ladies feel a bit more secure if they've got a hold of a hand during a spin. Some ladies just want a bit more freedom because they feel that otherwise they get a bit sort of claustrophobic in the whole thing. Sometimes the boys want to just, it's preference really. Do as you wish. But so ladies, as you go to here and you come back to here, this arm goes up and in front of your face, here like this. Boys, you take hold. So your hand goes like this, boys. So you're this way, across. Ladies, you put your hand forward, up, like that. So your fingers are pointing to the ceiling. Boys, fingers are pointing to the side. And so your hand goes in like this. And then boys, you just turn the lady under the arm, and then you've got hold of her right arm now to go straight into the foreleg. And this arm can sort of gather her up as you go while the lady's stepping backwards. Don't crowd her, she's got a lot of space. Give her some space, boys, give her some space. Because she's got a lot to do. And then fellas, you can just gather her up. And girls, just move freely and let the boys make the adjustment. Wow. Come on boys, you can do it. And step and a yum di da 1. It's quite advanced, isn't it? You can do it without the turn. Step, step, 1, 2, 3, off. Get the idea? Now, how are we doing? Yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's have a look, who's that? Now, I have to just check this because I get very nervous about the fact that my connection's gone off. And I could be just stood here talking to myself. So it makes me a bit nervous. So I just like to check this stuff. Oh yes, let's do that. That's fine, we're all good. I'm very pleased about that. So sorry about that. I just need to check that the whole thing is still working. Now, what I'd like to do now is take it from the top, go through all of that, and we'll do one more little bit on the end, if that's okay with you. So here we go. I'm not going to do all of the side by side together across this. I'll just do one. So I'm going to go step, tap, 1, 2, nice swish with the arm. We're going to do a turn, ra-di, step, across she goes. Now, girls, you can go turn, 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 fall away. That was the boy steps. The girl steps here only change from here. 1, 2. Girls, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, fall away. Now, the fall away part, I'll do it from this direction here. 1, 2, 3. Here, it's only 3 steps backwards. The tricky bit comes at the end. What I'd like you to do, girls, is I'd like you just to turn. It's not a turn, isn't it? Or we can do a little side thing here. This is quite a nice little thing here. I like this. Otherwise, we're just crashing around the floor. So you do fall away here. And now we're going to do a lunge. And we're both going to use a big arm. We're going to use an arm here. So the arm goes right round the partner. 1, 2, 3, right over the top here. And then we can go a turn independently of each other. So boys, you'll do fall away. You'll go 1, 2, 3. We're going to do one of these here together, and then we're going to do a little turn to here. And then we can go straight into another fall away. It's quite a nice little breaks up the flow, and it's all quite artistic. Oh, I like it. So, should we do it one more time? And check, and for the girls, 1, 2, 3, fall away. 1, 2, 3, arm, and 1, 2, 3. So we're keeping moving along the floor and across the room. I sort of bent it and came back on myself a bit there just to get it in. Get the idea? One more time for the boys. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Fall away, arm, and ra-di-da. Back into fall away. Woo! So fall away for the girls, just one more time, is 3 steps backwards. 1, 2, 3. But it's sort of backwards and to the sides. It's not directly backwards. Here. So if you imagine this is my direction here, I'm going to go back, side, back and behind. So it's that direction. I'll show you here one more time. It goes back, side, back. But you haven't got any turn. The boys have got the turn. So boys, you go forward, normal position, side, opening to promenade, and then back. So the boys have got the change of position in that variation. All right, so we go over and 1, 2, 3, carry on. Nice. I rather like this routine. I'll just put it together because I could use this on the show next year. Mum, if you see this routine on the show next year, you know where it's come from. Well done, everybody. Yes, Frank, you're absolutely right. I am building the choreo. I'm going to use it in a show somewhere. Brilliant job. Callaway looks lovely. What are you talking about, Val? I wonder what that is. Right. That's half a conversation. See, I've entered into half a conversation. Should we go from the top one more time? Last time. Here we go, from the top. I'm going to do one of these here, straight into the turn. You can add more. Don't forget, with all this stuff, it's sort of free. So you can add it all. You can add up or add on more or do less. Up to you, really. So here we go. Ready? You can go. 1, a tap. 2, a tap. 1, 2. We're going to switch. Now we're going to go straight into the turn. I'll do it with the turns. And step. 1, 2. Here, girls. There you go. Fall away. Arm. And a yum-dee-dum. Another fall away. Step straight in. Nice. Ladies, we're going to do it for the ladies now. We go step, tap, step. Obviously, girls have a bit more. You know what I mean? Step, pop, a ya-da-di. Oh, I love it. Full arms now. A-dum-dee-da. Now, here we go for the ladies. This is with the turn, girls. Yum-dee, fall away. Over she goes, back she comes. and another turn, and another foray. 1, 2, 3. This time here, without the turn, step, side close, fall away, over she goes, across, now the turn, 1, 2, 3. Fall away, back into the fall away. Oh, I love that. That's tremendous. I'm going to definitely use that. Well done all. Thank you very much indeed. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. I'll see you later today at 3 o'clock if you can make it. How many counts of 8 do we do the American Smooth for? Mandy, my apologies. Good question. I almost said goodbye and cheerio without reading. Well, it's what we're doing here is sort of foxtrot time, really. So it's 4/4 counts. So really, with that, sort of the world's your oyster. You can split each beat: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. 8. You can just split every beat if you want. So as long as you're on time, you're okay. You can do it in 4s if you want. You can do it in 8. So this would go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So it's that sort of timing you're after here. You can go much quicker. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you can double it up if you want to. I don't want to go double up really. It looks a bit peculiar. But that's the key really, is to obviously to make sure you're on time. It goes without saying. But it's find a tempo that's comfortable to dance to, so you can pull all the choreography off. So if you want to do all those spins, if you make that too fast, it probably won't be achievable. So use the tempo of the step that you're doing, because we've not really set tempo on this. We can do, it's absolutely fine, but then you can change the tempo. So you can do it on a slow rhythm, or you can double the rhythm up and do it on the half count. We'll discuss this more, actually. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a little session. I'll tell you what, this is what we're going to do. I think this week's sort of set. So maybe one day next week, what we're going to do is timing. We're going to do timings of each dance. We'll pick a few dances and we'll organise the timings of the dances, and because we don't really do it yet because we haven't been using music, because I don't think we're technically allowed. I'm going to see if we can get around that somehow, and we'll play some music and we'll talk about the timing, and we'll discuss how we do this sort of stuff on time or to time. How about that? I think that's rather a good idea. Much love. Thank you all very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of your day. The sun's out. And if you're free at 3 o'clock, I'll see you for Fit at 50. I think we're doing legs and pecs today, aren't we? It's going to be a lot of that, a lot of that. Oh, this feels exhausting already, but we're building up. We're building up. Much love. See you in the morning if you can't make it this afternoon.